Do you see the number? Is it recording? It is. Hi, everybody. We are the Never Cast Off podcast. My name is Debbie. I'm Deb's Destiny on Ravelry and Facebook.
There you go. On Ravelry, my user ID is Blue Yarn Always, and I am on Instagram now as
Woo-hoo!
Blue Yarn Always.
Oh!
So if you want to follow me, I'm not quite sure how it all works. I've got a glare. I have a glare, so I
It's
can't
a personal
see you.
glare, kind of like in Frozen. Ooh, my own personal flurry. It's a glare. It's Sheila's own personal glare. Don't worry about it. It'll go away. She'll get used to it.
But if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'll follow you back, as they say. I'm just amazed at all the pictures and things that people are doing.
She wants you to see that the inside of her little flappy thing there says Tigers. Whee!
It's baseball season here in Michigan.
Yeah, not only that, she wants to show you. See, when you sit real tall with your neck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't got a
There
chicken
you
neck. Sit up
Yeah,
straight.
I know.
As your mother used to say, sit up straight.
Yeah, I have a problem with the double chin, and there was one point in time in my life where I kind of went like, every time I took a picture or something funny, and it's like, oh my gosh, I have a double chin. No, it's just because you go like this all the time. So when you take a picture, make sure shoulders down, elongate the neck, and kind of do that. And
So you tilt your head a little like this.
Tilt your head slightly away from the camera and figure out which side is better, which side you like better, and have that. Yeah, and don't look directly at the camera. Look slightly off.
Yeah. Welcome to episode 14.
14. It's June 10th.
June 10th.
The last time I checked, it was June 10th.
I know, we didn't wait 2 weeks either.
We didn't. Surprise! We thought, what the hey. So
It's only been a
here
week.
we are. Yeah.
We're not so bad to look at.
Yeah, we thought we'd give all of our fans a surprise.
Surprise.
Surprise! So here we are. So, I got my show notes together, and here we go. These are all of our show notes for today. Okay, these are my show notes for today. Sheila's actually got some. She's more organized today than I am. Okay, so anyways,
no shout-outs.
no shout-outs. Yeah, so sorry. We're not saying hi to anybody because you didn't say hi to us. So feel free to just get on in there and say hey. We'll say hey to you on the podcast. Oh my goodness, I was thinking about having some caffeine. It's like, what the heck? I don't have any caffeine. I don't know how interesting I'm going to be. Because caffeine just makes life more fun. But no, it's just water. It's really hot out.
Yeah, it is. It's close to 90 here in Michigan, and it's very humid. I think they said the humidity is close to 70. Yeah, it's sticky.
So I turned my air on, and when it hit 78, and
Oh my gosh.
after 5 hours of the air running, it made it to 80. So we need to have that checked out, and it's not really blowing that cold. It's not humid inside, but I don't even know what it is right now, and it's like, oh, I'm dying. Okay, so
Yeah. Welcome to our knitting podcast. / crafting yarn.
And whatever the heck we feel like talking about, apparently that's going to be this
Crochet.
episode.
Yes. Let me reach in here.
Oh, she's turning on the fan.
I know. I need some fan action.
Okay, yeah. It's very nice here in Sheila's basement.
Oh, but it's still hot for me.
It is.
Still hot. Sorry.
It is.
So on with the show. Any escapees, Debbie?
Oh, I have one. Okay, so I started my Ocean City shawlette about, I don't even know, long time ago. It was probably a month and a half.
Month?
And it's done.
Oh my gosh. Look at the sides. Yeah. You did such good blocking.
Oh, thank you.
You can see all the detail.
I ended up using all of my blocking wires. I've never done that for any of my projects, but the way that it was going in that, I'm like, yeah, let me give it a little extra, and hey, what the heck, it was there. And I love the pattern, and let me try and double it up a little bit.
And when you use what now?
What?
Alpaca?
It's baby alpaca, so it's Misty alpaca, and it's baby alpaca, just the little balls, and our skeins.
The little 50-gram balls, or
yes.
skeins, the little 50-gram skeins.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about.
I actually used about 5.5. The tan in the middle is because when I was going along with the pattern, there's different amounts of repeats, and I did an extra repeat at the bottom, and then I realized I didn't read the pattern very well, and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna have enough because I didn't pay attention to the pattern very well. So I decided to do a racing stripe. Nice. And I actually really love how it turned out. And I just did.
Yarn in my eye.
I'm sorry.
Fuzz in my eye.
Yeah, that's the thing.
My eye.
That's the only thing with this. It's just it put a lot of fuzz in the air. It really did. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So I'll move it away from you. So I was really excited. I was hitting that one really hard, and then when I got to I only had this much more to go, and it kept going faster and faster and faster towards the end, and I'm like, no. And I spent almost a whole day working on it just because I was almost done, and it was probably a little bit too much. I was starting to get lost a little bit in the pattern. But
so you made the deadline for the
yes
knit-along.
Nancy Whitman had a knit-along, and that's Ocean City Shawlettes.
And that's in her Ravelry group.
Whitknit Whatnot.
Whitknit Whatnot.
Whitknits Whatnot. Something like that. So, I put it in there, and so I took pictures, but I haven't posted the pictures in her group yet. So I'll just post this thing if you want to see the whole thing. There you go. You have to watch the podcast. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. It might be fun though, but I don't know.
I have no escapees. Nothing. 1 week I don't have anything.
Okay.
None. None.
For me though, it just was like last week I had 2 that I cast off, and those were like my projects that I was really hitting hard, and I was really trying to get that one thing done, the jacket done, and I really wanted that kimono jacket just done. And so I got it done, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I got to get the Ocean City Shawlette. I got to get that one done. And it's like, I don't even know what I want to do. Actually, this is what I'm working on right now. It's Sheila's project.
That's okay. I have one of the socks that needs a heel. And I started the second sock, and Debbie wanted something to knit on, so she's working on the second sock.
Yeah, so I'm working on...
So I can do both heels at the same time.
Yeah, so I don't know how far I'm going to get, and I know my tension's different, so it might be a little bit extra loose in that section.
That's okay. I think they'll work out well, and these are for my mom, and she's not that particular. She just wants to be warm.
Okay.
She just wants to be warm.
I'm trying to be a little bit more
yep.
tight than I usually am with my knitting.
Let's see. Knitting in Public Day is this Saturday.
No way!
It is, the 13th.
Okay.
And all over the world, there's groups of people that are getting together to go out and knit in public, whether at a park or Panera Bread or a Big B Coffee or whatever's local to you. You could probably check the internet out.
It's too bad I don't have class on Saturday. I could be knitting in public.
You could be knitting, but you're knitting in public on Saturday. You are.
I am?
In class.
I don't have class on Saturday anymore.
You don't? Oh, you're done.
Yeah.
Fabulous. So we were thinking about making a thread in the group called Where were you?
Knitting in public.
Yeah, knit in public. Where were you? So if you're going to take a selfie or a group shot, post it in the thread so everyone could see where you were.
Yes.
We'll try to do the same. Maybe we can get out.
Hopefully.
Yes. Fingers crossed.
It's like not as much fun when you don't get out. Being stuck at home all the time gets boring.
You need to get out. So, on to the next subject. We have hanging on the wire.
Okay, so hanging on the wire, I have Shayla Sack. And then I started, I like these shirts here.
Yeah, where do you get them from if you don't make them?
This one I didn't make. The one that I had on last time was pink, and I got that one at Parisians a few years ago. And this one, I don't remember where I got it from. Maybe I should have done it.
H&M.
H&M. Okay, thank you. So H&M is where I got this one about 3 years ago. And so because I like these things so much, I decided to just try and
make one.
So here it is.
Cute.
Now, with this, you're going to see it's a little thicker than what I'm currently wearing. It was from Knit Michigan. It was already in some sort of a garment when I bought it. Now, the yarn, if you want to call it that.
It's like a fabric.
It's more like a woven fabric.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like
in a tube.
It isn't a tube, but it's probably like a half an inch or an inch, something like that. And I don't know where you get it from or anything like that.
So this was originally something that you ripped apart?
Yes.
What was it?
It was something that wasn't fitting me. It was for like a tiny little thing. It was just
vest?
No, cardigan.
Cardigan?
So right now, it's all these little balls just right in there. And I didn't feel like knitting on this today because it gets hot on your lap. And I just wanted something, and I was just working to get those other things, and I'm like, what do you, last week you asked me what do I have planned next? And I'm like, I don't know. So
we got to get you something.
Socks. Shayla Socks.
Yeah,
that's what's next.
We're gonna get you
I might take
socks.
this project home. No, I don't know about
You
that.
could take that one home. Seriously. Work it up till it measures about 6.5 inches, I think.
Well, I mean, actually,
And
I would think that most folks who do socks would love socks, especially this part, in the middle of the summer, because, I mean...
It's Croy in the olive colorway, but it looks more like a tortoise shell. And these are size 1 needles. So I'm not sure what you're going to knit socks on, but these are 1s. And these are just, I think these are Boyd's, because they're not interchangeable. But, yeah, if you want to take it home.
I don't know that
I'll put it in a Ziploc bag for you.
I put all of my everything in Ziploc bags.
Away we go.
Yeah, so what do you
see.
have on the wire besides
Socks.
Tortoise socks?
I have, let's see, the eye blink. I had to rip it back, and I haven't done nothing to it.
No way.
Yep, I put a red piece of red
Lifeline?
string. Yep, I did. I ripped back 5 rows, and it's sitting. So
yeah, that would be a good one for me, maybe. I could work on the other. No, not finish your lace.
But you could get it going. Okay. I haven't shown this in a while, and this was supposed to be my Sunday knitting, which I haven't been doing Sunday knitting.
Slacker.
The leftover cowl, Wendy D. Johnson, and this is made out of
yarn,
23 balls of Knit Picks palette.
They said leftovers, but you went out and bought 23 skeins.
Well, no, on a D-stash. I got it at a... But after doing one row, I mean, you can't even tell that I touched the skeins. But here's where I am. Let me put this in there.
So, if it were close to Christmas, it would be like, Merry Christmas, here you go, it's
all
done.
Oh,
more work
tuck that
for
in
the
there. Finisher.
Yep, the finisher.
So here's where I am. I mean, where's the marker from last time? Because I'm getting really bad here.
So that was marker from like episode 8.
Yeah. So there's where I was last time, a little bit in that pink and the yellow. And now I've just put on blue and white. It's pretty. It's nice because the rows go pretty fast. And I believe I need 57 repeats of the blocks, depending on how long she wants it. And of course, it's in a tube, and oh, look at all that. See? But the floats, I mean, I'm doing really good. I'm going to lose my stitches.
I haven't figured out how to do the
but
ferrule yet.
My floats are really, really good, which I'm surprised. Because I'm not an expert with ferrule, and I haven't been doing it a long time. But I guess being a crocheter helps because you're holding one color in my left, and I'm a thrower with knitting, so I'm holding the other color in my right. So it goes by pretty quick. But yeah. I'll only show this once a month, maybe every 6 weeks, because...
Or, you know, by the end of the summer.
And of course, all these colors are just... I have the granny bag just full of Knit Picks in there. And
it's a granny bag, you know for sure, because it's got the flowers on the outside. And it's
plastic. And it's plastic. And the other thing, because I had to rip back iBlink, so what did I do? I cast on the Sunray shawl instead of doing iBlink. The Sunray shawl. And I'm using my gradient that I got from... I got this in March from an Etsy store.
Wasn't it like Sri Lanka or something?
Yeah, I think she's in... Oh, jeez. It's called Natless Crafts. Something in Natless Crafts. If you're interested. Nope. Natless. But anyway.
It's kind of Picot bind off.
Yeah, I think I'm going to change that though.
Oh no, it's actually beautiful. You're going to love it when it's done. It takes a while to do it, but it's really worth it. It's very pretty.
And that's a free pattern on Ravelry. And I'm working those on the signatures. And not very far, but... So instead of working on iBlink, I start something else. That's just fabulous. So yeah, but this, I think this is going to look up so pretty.
It will. It's going to be beautiful.
I'm going to use every last drop of that yarn too. Let's see, we already seen the socks. And my French shawl.
Chassis?
Yes, I haven't touched that either.
Now, the traveling companion shawl. Ooh, Nelly.
Yeah.
It's square. It's a square construction. And there was, you have to know how to make one left and make one right. And for those watching, it would be right and left. Anyways, I'm not sure exactly how to do that yet, so I just have to look at it.
That's why I'm here for you.
I know.
I can help you.
I'll tell you how to do lifelines. You can tell me how to make one left and make one right, and then...
That's right. Put your blinker on.
There you go. So, this one, I want to make it out of a mystery yarn. Somebody was destashing, and I got lot of yarn, and this one, it's just beautiful. It's a very light pink. That is about the color of it. It's pink and gray, and in it, every once in a while, there's just a little, I might be purple, but I'm not telling. Every once in a while, you see a color. That's what it looks like. But so,
that's funny.
Sheila's great. You know, if you ever get a friend that laughs at everything you do, that's a keeper of a friend, okay? Everything that you do, she laughs with you, not at you. That's an awesome friend. So
I agree. Laugh with you.
Yeah.
So are we gonna do that like the Eden Prairie?
You know what? We should. It's a free pattern on Ravelry.
Does anybody have interest in doing the
Traveler's Companion
shawl with us?
Yes. Well, tell you what. Instead of just asking and there's like an empty room here, let's just go ahead and we'll start it for this month, and we were talking about maybe doing something for July too, but we'll talk about that next one. But we'll start posting this one. If you're interested, go ahead and just join on in. Start picking your yarn.
I picked mine. It's going to be all mill ends. Can't really see them well, but...
And you know, I didn't know she was looking at her mill ends, and I picked mine up.
Because there's a bunch of different sections in there where you have to change, like, you go from a lattice pattern to a lace pattern to a stockinette pattern. So I thought this would be, and I just love mill ends.
I do too. They're very, very nice to work with. They're lamb's wool.
I like the mill ends.
And I don't know what's special about lamb's wool, but it's very, very soft wool.
Yeah.
Very soft wool.
Do you have anything? Well, that would segue us into getting your knitting on.
Getting your knitting on.
So we're going to get our knitting on with
Traveler Companion Shawl. See, if we say it
together
enough, we can say it together. We need to start doing that for, hi, this is the Never Cast Off podcast. Let's try and say it all together, right?
Who's all together?
You and me.
Oh.
Tell you what, you say it with us. Scare your kids, your cat. Could you imagine sitting there and you have to like yell it? Okay, when we say Never Cast Off podcast, you have to yell with us, okay? The Never Cast Off podcast. And I can just imagine you guys like yelling, and your poor little cats and doggies.
People will be wondering what happened to them.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Yep. Maybe I shouldn't encourage.
We won't. I have one more thing for getting your knitting on.
Uh-oh.
And let's see, one of our members, Carmen, A Simple Homestead, she started, I believe she might be even be done with it. It's called the InBetween Meal doily. A free pattern. And me and one of my other knitting buddies, Sharon, is going to attempt to do it. But I dug out some yarn because I haven't started it yet, because Lord knows I got 5 things going.
Well, 6 so now, the Traveler Companion.
I can't, my anxiety is going to kick in. But anyway, I dug out some colors for the tablecloth, or the doily, with, of course, this plain white that I showed prior. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the green and the white, and then I'm going to go into the black and the purple, and then come back out with the white. Because the white seems to be very thin, but the purple is a little bit thicker. Let's see, where's the purple? So I think that'll look nice. But now that I've committed to the Traveler Companion, this might be on hold for another week. I'm not sure.
Because, you know, the Traveler Companion shawl is only like 800 yards. So, you know, with Sheila, she knits very, 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 very fast. So she'll get it done in a week and leave me in the dust. And I'll be like...
No, I've decided that I need to learn how to stop being a thrower and be a picker. Learn continental. So I'm going to try to switch over. And if I would have learned the correct way, being a crocheter, I should have learned how to do continental, because my left hand, I'm right-handed, my left hand already knows how to hold the yarn for tension. But when I started knitting, I started learning, I taught myself on my right as a thrower. So for about 4 or 5 years now, I've been throwing. So last night I was at a knitting group, and I was learning continental, and it's so slow because I can't get this, just my left hand to work to where my right hand just holds the project.
I can't imagine when you're getting that done, because you're going to be even faster than you currently are throwing.
I don't think so. I was slow. One lady was like, she's like, this is going to take me till next week to finish this row. I mean, we're all throwers, but it'll take a while.
For me, I like the European.
You do European?
Yeah, the continental.
You do continental?
Yeah, I like the continental. Just that's how I figured it out. The throwing, I just didn't think of doing that. I don't know.
It's good for you. It's a hard habit to break. Oh, let's see. Oh, is it time for CFCN? It's time for some community fiber crafting news. What you say?
Ah!
Is it time for some CFCN?
Absolutely.
Let's see what we have this week.
Let's see what we have next week. No, I'm kidding.
This week, should we go into health?
Forget this week. Let's talk about next week.
Do you want to know about health or world records?
Health.
Health. Okay. We'll hold off the world records for a later episode of CFCN.
Okay.
So this week, for the health, this article was in the Washington Post, and I'll put the link in the show notes, and it was from April of 2014. I don't have the whole article with me. I have some of the highlights.
Sorry.
In regards to people who craft, knit, crochet, something along those lines. So it starts here with crafters have long recognized the therapeutic value of activities such as knitting and crocheting. Are there long-term health benefits?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
We all know that.
Mind-stimulating activities such as these have been used by occupational therapists to alleviate symptoms of depression and to help improve motor function in people with illness such as Parkinson's disease and dementia, says Sharon Gutman, an occupational therapist at the Columbia University in New York. However, researchers are beginning to understand the neurological basis for why these activities are good for the mind. The effects of activities including knitting, quilting, and playing games in 1,321 seniors, nearly 200 of whom had mild cognitive impairment, an intermediate stage between normal aging and dementia.
Okay.
The researchers found that those who engaged in crafting, computer activities, playing games, and reading books were 30 to 50% less likely to have mild cognitive impairment than those who did not. Crafting may help build up cognitive reserves and the ability to buffer and withstand lots of assaults by bad chemicals in the brain and bad proteins accumulating. After an average of 1 hour and 20 minutes of knitting a day for an average of 3 weeks, so it's an hour and 20 minutes every day for 3 weeks, 74% of the people in the study reported less fear and reported that knitting had a calming effect.
I believe it.
It gave them a sense of pride, accomplishment, and satisfaction.
So, we would like to challenge you. An hour and a half, let's be overachievers. Every day, an hour and a half of knitting.
You need it for your mind.
You do.
Crafting, it says right here, keep crafting to keep your mind young. That's a big difference. 74%?
Yeah, that's huge. And
that's big.
What I love about that, it was the control group was over 1,000 people.
1,321 seniors.
So it's not like Well, we went to the local craft store and there were 10 ladies sitting around in a circle, and we looked at them and they all, no, it was 1,300, so it's a little bit of a diversity, and
It's a good group.
yeah,
It's a good group
that's
size.
really cool.
Oh, let's see. And what do we have new in the satellite store? Oh, I have a DIY. Backpedal, please.
No.
I have a DIY.
Okay.
This is the cutest thing. So, I purchased this at a flea market. It's a hot mat. It goes, you know, on your counter. I just thought it was so cute, so I purchased it. And then I started thinking, I see all these caps from wine coolers, beer, what is that pop? Fago Pop? Got the twist off tops. I thought, you know what? I'm going to save me some lids and I'm going to make me some, what did I call it? Pop bottle hot mat. And I did.
Yay! It's very
I did.
pretty. So what you did is you took like material and you wrapped it around and
Yep, this is all hot glue and sprayed adhesive out of a can. And the back is some really thick felt. Do a little cutting. And now I have a hot mat, which states Betty's Diner, Rise and Shine. But I thought this was the coolest thing, so now I have a lot of relatives saving me the caps. Yeah, this is so cute. So maybe this took away from my knitting.
Shout out to Marilyn. Remember, save those pop cans.
Marilyn who? I don't know who that is.
Your sister.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
Okay, sorry, that got a little too personal there. Okay, we might have to start over again. I don't know that we could actually do this one up for the way that we have. Oh!
D-Stash, or no, satellite store. Right? Where are we at?
No! We're at, I'm talking about this.
DIY.
I have this right here. It's Crochet Rugs. Big bags using the things that I gave Sheila while
What's
and
big
rags,
bags?
I don't know. And the rags.
Oh, rag bags.
Rags to rugs. So this is the big chunks of fabric.
Yeah.
That's how you make the stuff.
Wow. But then you got to get the right color material because I really like that watermelon. Or no, it's an apple. That's cute.
Actually, you could do that with bags. It'll take a little bit more effort, but you could get
Crochet
white
bags?
bags. Yes.
I don't know if I want to do that.
One of them talks about it. You just have to find where.
Interesting.
So, those are for you.
Oh, so this is new into the satellite store.
Yes.
I really like that one. Maybe
So
didn't
the
show that
only
one
thing
up.
for me in my satellite store is this bottle of water.
Woohoo!
About to be gone.
I had delivery today.
Whee!
I did. I got somebody's D-Stash on Ravelry, which I was a lucky girl. And I turdy fleece. I've never done it. But I'm going to do a pre-warm-up. And I posted my bat in Moms with Yarn.
Your bat?
My bat. They call these bats.
Okay, I was confused.
I posted my bat
Ooh.
in the thread with Moms with Yarn for a warm-up. So I figured I'd warm up with this 3 ounces of... 3 ounces...
Of fuzz. Pure
of fuzz. Mohair, Angora, and wool.
Ooh, I am glad I didn't touch it.
Yep. More Angora, put it over there. However...
Mohair is picky, in case you want to know. That's my opinion. Life according to Debbie, mohair is picky. Yuck. Sorry.
The first braid I got
But
is
I like bunnies.
Blue Face Luster from Pigeon Roof Studios.
So it's kind of like pigeon yarn.
Shh. If this is what a pigeon feels like, everybody's going to want to pet a pigeon. But it's so pretty. It's got the purples and the blues.
It's very beautiful.
Yep. So this one is one. Sorry for the bags. The second one is from October House. And I think she was in a club, but she let this go. Paris Morning.
That's pretty.
Let's get back here. Let's have this.
Okay, so what happens if you like pull it through?
Oh, that's okay. Yep, that's okay. And the last one is from another club. Well, it's got a little silk in it.
Okay, you
Pigeon
can
roof.
see it's a little looser than yours.
That's okay.
It's very pretty. I love the yarns that are the
fibers,
the fuzz that you get in. It's very pretty, and then when you spin it, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous.
That Ravelry D-stash, that's like going to the mall.
Yeah,
it's like everybody's has different things that they're willing to sell and get rid of, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I want to try that, and this stuff is just like so nice.
I love those colors.
I'm gonna try to spin this up for Turdy Fleece. I think you have to be in a group or you have to be on a team. I'm not on a team. I'm just in the warm up, so I don't know how that works. But I do the Bonetta, the Fiber Pusher podcast. She was saying something about a team, so I have to go back over, I think, and check her thread out.
Could be part of her team, and maybe we could do a joint something, a joint knit along or something. We're looking for that. So if you're doing a podcast and you want to do like a knit along or something like that
with us,
yes, we would like that.
I'm game. I mean, next year is the year of hand spun for me, so I'm spinning all this year, not making one thing with my hand spun. It's going in the blue tote, and then next year it's going to be the year of knit the hand spun.
Okay.
I'm going to try to.
The blue tote is not the gift bucket.
No, that's the purple polka dotted tote.
Okay, so the purple polka dot is the gift.
The gift.
Basket, bucket, gift bucket.
It's the gift bucket.
So it's different from the hand spun bucket.
Yes, it is.
But you know what? All of our buddies who are our knitting buddies would love that, some of that hand spun to move to the gift bucket.
Maybe.
But no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. We're just going to talk about it and put it on the web. We'll keep that hush-hush.
But that's all I have for the satellite store. That is all that I have.
Let me get back to my show notes.
Take a look and see what you got.
Ooh.
I'll put my stuff away here. Got a lot going there, don't you? Where to start?
I don't know where to start. Help.
I do want to thank all of the new members who haven't said hello but joined the group.
Thank you. You rock.
And the YouTube subscribers, thank you for subscribing. And
you rock more.
You don't have to search for us because now that you're a subscriber, it lets you know that we're up.
Right there. And surprise! Guess what? We did a surprise episode this week.
That's right. Episode 14.
Whee!
And I think that's all I have. I mean, any questions about my projects, I have them on my project page. Or you can always PM me if you have a question or just throw it in the episode thread, because that's basically where we answer the questions and interact with everybody. And
well, just anywhere on there.
Yeah.
You know, start a thread. Just random. Hi, this is a random thread. And then that's it. You don't even have to put anything else. It might be fun. Keep Sheila guessing.
Could be. I was like, you know anything about that?
Oh my goodness.
This is nice though. Go Tigers.
Oh, I thought she was just trying to sit up straight.
No,
again.
right here.
She's going to take a picture of herself.
Go Tigers.
Okay. So
you got to root for the home team. You got to root for the home team.
Go Yankees.
Oh, that's your home team? Well, you're loyal. It's not Mets?
I grew up here.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. If it has to be the Yankees, it has to be the Yankees.
I don't know.
Alrighty.
Who knows? Depends who I'm talking to. Sometimes it's more fun to just say, Yankees when somebody's like, go Tigers. It's always interesting to see the reaction. I was just looking for a reaction. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't really care for the Yankees. Don't mean to offend anybody.
I'm offended. Okay, so here's your surprise episode. I hope you enjoy it. And unless you have anything else.
No, that's pretty much all I have for this. Because this was a surprise to me.
I bet when she started talking about getting...
I got my show notes all
I got
done.
my show notes. I'm like, okay, wait, is this a week? Oh, what? I don't even care. Sure. How's Wednesday? and she's like, what are you talking about? It's not this week. And I'm like, oh, well, I could do Wednesday.
But that's okay. We had time this week. So
who knows?
Yeah, and
next week you just...
We will definitely do one before the end of June because we possibly want to do something with our knitting buddies and Ravelry for July.
Yes.
Possibly, but can't tell right now.
Because we said so. Because we felt like it. And so we didn't. There you go.
I don't like being blunt. All right, well, have a good week. And remember, if you go out in public to knit, take a selfie and post it in the group. And until then, I would say see you in 2 weeks, but God only knows. I don't know.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.